we are tracking Tropical Storm Nicholas. The outer bands of the storm already affecting the Texas coast.
This is what it looked like in Galveston earlier today. You can see the heavy rainfall and strong winds pounding those homes. Just how soon before a Texas landfall? Let's check in with Weather Chief Bill Taylor. Bill.
Aaron, I think it's going to be between about 11 p.m. and midnight near Matagorda Bay. It's going to be Port Lavaca to Port O'Connor to Matagorda Bay area of the Texas coast on that landfall. And again, it should be before midnight tonight. The storm center is about 80 miles south now, southwest of Matagorda Bay. And you can see that the heaviest rain bands are now starting to move onshore. And keep in mind that the winds, as you just saw in that video, have been onshore already for the last couple of hours. And from now until landfall later tonight, it's going to just be band after band of strong winds and heavy rain. I mean, sustained winds are at 65 miles per hour. It's moving north, and there's a little jog to the northeast over the last 2 hours at about 12 miles per hour. Now, pressure is still at 1,000 millibars. That's the good news, because at least the storm's not intensifying. We're not seeing a big, huge drop in air pressure. And when you do, that means it's intensifying rapidly. Right now, this is the storm track. We're going to see it go in again northeast of Corpus Christi by around that midnight hour, and by 1 a.m. it should be inland and begin its hard right turn. Steering currents will take it into Louisiana for Tuesday into Wednesday. And because it's going to be hugging the Texas coast, it will be a lot of rainfall. In fact, some of the rainfall estimates are upwards of 8 to 10 inches. Look, this storm's not alone. We still have two other systems. In fact, the one in the far east Atlantic has promises of getting into the Caribbean as well. So we're far from done with the tropics right now. Sharon?
Rockport, the community northeast of Corpus Christi, is no stranger to the damages that can be caused by a hurricane. The area took a direct hit 4 years ago when Harvey made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane.
The area has since recovered, but Nicholas giving them more than enough reason to worry. KENS 5 reporter Anastasiya Bolton joins us live from Rockport. Anastasia, how's it looking there?
Well, guys, just in the last few minutes that we've come out here on this pier, the wind has picked up. I think you can maybe tell the fact that I'm holding onto my hat and it's shaking me a little bit. It is significant now. The water is, of course, reflecting the fact that the wind has picked up. We've been anticipating some rain here, and so obviously I came prepared, but we've had almost no rain, and in fact we've had some sunshine. Actually, there have been people coming out here for their afternoon walks. There was a gentleman here riding his bicycle. So as hard hit as this community was during Harvey, and in some cases we were told that people were so scarred by that experience that they almost over prepared for this storm. We were told that one store was out of water when folks went grocery shopping this weekend. But right now, other than the wind here in Rockport, we are not seeing anything else. Not much in terms of boarded up buildings across the bay from me. Pretty average car traffic, and all the stores that we drove by and kind of checked out, only one restaurant was closed because of the weather. Everybody else was open and just kind of said, look, we think it's not coming here and we're grateful for it. We're very sorry about our neighbors and we're going to be ready to help them. But the local officials say that they feel lucky that the brunt of the storm really has escaped this particular area.
Thank you, Anastasiya Bolton, live in Rockport. Governor Greg Abbott says preparations for the storm began several days ago and that Harris County, as well as other counties in the area, should expect flooding and high water on roadways.
I've spoken to the Harris County judge as well as county judges up and down the entire Gulf Coast to make sure that we're working collaboratively to make sure that at the local level we will be prepared for whatever this storm may bring in.
The tropical storm is arriving as much of southeastern Louisiana continues to recover from damage caused by Hurricane Ida.
CPS Energy crews tell us they are preparing locally for any severe weather we could see, but they don't have crews ready to send down to the coast just yet. They tell us they're ready to provide what they're calling mutual assistance, but they can't do it until the local utilities request their help. The Salvation Army in San Antonio told us their truck used to feed storm victims and first responders just got back from a 2-week deployment in Louisiana after Hurricane Ida. They are now preparing to respond to areas hit by Nicholas. They also have other mobile feeding units across the Texas coast ready to respond. You can follow the latest on Nicholas on the KENS 5 app. It's available for download for free in the Google and Apple devices stores.